Okay, all right, we're live. Awesome. Okay. All right, we're live. Awesome. All right, cool. I think I'll mute myself on Zoom just so I don't hear that overlay. Yeah. Okay.
I think you'll have to unmute yourself on the Zoom so that we can hear it.
Yeah. I just switched it around now, so should be good.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So hello everybody. Bonjour, Annie, Due, Sago. My name is Minadoma Baskin. I am the Makitatsiatuq coordinator, and I'm going to be leading us through a leg day stretch workout and cool down. So Tunngasugit, Tunngasugit, Atitu, Atilahai. Thank you again for joining us today. I have two lovely people from the Toronto Inuit Association with me today, who are also going to be working out with us on Zoom. So I am just going to quickly spotlight Brian first, and they can introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Brian Winters. As Makwa mentioned, I'm also with the Toronto Inuit Association. I'm from Happy Valley Goose Bay, Labrador, of Inuk and Irish Newfoundland settler descent. And I grew up playing a lot of sports, playing soccer, skiing, fencing, doing taekwondo, quite a lot of stuff. Nakamik.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brian. I should have said actually that I did play football and I have some background in martial arts, as well as Okichita, Taekwondo, and some boxing. But that's enough for me, I swear. And now I'll pass it on to Paige, who also works with us at the Toronto Inuit Association. So I'll just highlight their video as well.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paige Kimmick-Sonic-Krebs, and I'm a program coordinator here at TIA. Before TIA, I was a gymnastics coach for like 12 years, so that's kind of my background. I also love swimming. Recently, I haven't been too active, but I've been biking around the city a lot and going for lots of walks. So this might be a little tricky for me, but I'll try my best. Thanks, Makwa.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you guys for that introduction. I'm really excited to get into this workout. So we're going to open things up with a stretch. So the first thing we're going to do is glute bridges. So essentially, we're going to be laying flat on our backs, and we're going to be, with our knees bent, we're going to be lifting our bums off of the floor, and we are going to do that for 30 seconds. And we're going to do that 10 times. So we're going to come up, hold that position for 30 seconds, and we're going to come back down. So I'll be showing everyone what that looks like here. And then I will turn that into gallery view so you can see what all of us are doing, and you can see the varying modifications. So becoming straight in our back, you can see that my knees are bent like so. My arms are straight out by my sides, and I'm lifting my bum up, really flexing those glutes, really holding on to the hamstrings. So just like that, I'm going to switch this to gallery view for us now, so you can really see what all of us are doing. So just like so, and we're just going to come up and we're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. So if you do want to make this stretch more intense, you're welcome to flex your calf muscles and go on your tippy toes, which will really activate not only your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your glutes, but also now your calves. So just holding it like so. I'm already really feeling that burn in my hamstrings. If you see any flashes, That is my my partner taking some action shots of me. So don't mind that. So again, just holding this, we're really trying to get the glutes really activated, really stretched. So coming back down now for myself. So just like so, I can really feel my hamstrings pulsating. So from the glute bridges, we're going to be doing some wall sits. So I recommend doing this for about 15 to 30 seconds. I'll be showing what that looks like here. As you can see, I'll be just at that corner of my wall. And I hope to show what wall sits look like. So I put my back flat against the wall, and I'm only holding myself up using my legs. So as I sit against the wall, my legs are at a 90-degree angle. My knees are right above my ankles at a 90-degree angle. My quadriceps are parallel straight ahead from my hips, and I'm holding this position. Now, if you want to make this more intense, you are welcome to do some pulsatings. So you're able to bring your back up and down the wall just to really get that movement in, make a dynamic stretch. But again, just to make it more difficult, you could do some wall sittings with some squatting, and that'll really open up your quadriceps, really open up your legs. Yeah, I could tell that they're feeling the burn, yeah. So wall sittings are really good. It's really good for control. It's really good for stabilizing those legs. Really good for getting everything activated and really warming us all up. Control is very important, especially when we're working on our muscles and when we're building strength. So moving on from the wall sits, we're going to be doing some hip abductor wall stretches. So going now back to our wall, we're going to put our backs as we're standing straight against our wall, lifting one leg and spreading it to the side. Alternatively, if you don't have a wall, you can just try to make yourself as straight as possible, but putting that leg sideways against the wall, putting pressure on it, trying to push it back, really opens up our hip abductors. And just this holding position really activates the top side of our glutes. So what I like to do, if you want to make this a little bit harder, is you can put your hand on the inside of your knee, and you can have your knee push against your hand, trying to close it, but just resisting with the other arm. So really creating a workout out of this stretch. Now I'm going to be switching sides. So just the same thing, trying to stay straight, keeping your hip to the side, trying to close it in. Again, this is really, really about resistance and control. So just like so. You know, feel free in between to really shake your legs out, rotate your hips in and outwards. It's really important just to get that movement in. Whew. So there's that. Specifically for this one, I'm just going to highlight my video just so we can see all of the position that really goes into a deep squat. So we're going to get into that sumo position. If I don't know if anybody remembers from last leg day. So we're going to spread our legs out wide. You can have your knees facing forward, or you can have them out to the side. If you have them out to your side, you're really going to feel a hamstring stretch more so than the quadricep stretch. And you want to just get low as low as possible, as low as you can, and you want to just hold this position. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Again, if you want to make it more difficult, you can add some pulsing just by bouncing like so. And you'll really feel that in the glutes. So back to gallery view, and we're just going to do this for 30 seconds, just like so. And again, if you want to get as deep as you can into it and just start jumping a little bit, little pulses. And you'll definitely be feeling this. So, just like so. Again, I'm going to be kicking everything out that I can just to really make sure that I'm really spreading out the muscles, really spreading out that that potassium to really get our muscles relaxed and getting into this warm up. So now we're going to do some pretty easy stretching. So for this, it's going to aim down a little bit, and we're going to keep our legs together, keeping them straight. And when you're sitting down with your legs straight, you want to try to flex your toes so your toes are pointing right at your face. And you want to reach. And for me, I'm trying to grab the sides of my feet or the top of my feet and trying to pull those toes back. Keeping your legs straight. Really trying to stretch out our calves. But as well as our quads. Just trying to get this lean and stretch. So again, doing this for 30 seconds. I hope everybody is doing good today on this fine Friday. Like always, I really hope that I'm not ruining anybody's weekend plans with this intense leg workout. And really, before I got started, I should have thanked all of us that are here today for doing this stretch, as well as Canadian Heritage and Sport Canada for funding this program. But really to us for getting it started, you know. And from there, we're going to get into some side lunges, but with some oppositional reaching. Helps to have short legs. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, so we're going to be doing some side lunges now. So for me, I like to keep my legs spread apart. I like to keep my toes facing forward, but it's really about what's most comfortable for your calves and for your legs. So starting from this position, I'm just going to be leaning down and touching the opposite side of my foot. So just like so. You can get deeper and further away. Again, the deeper you get, the more stretch you're going to get. And again, really trying to get that reach in. So we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides. If you feel like you need to put your hand down to really stabilize yourself, don't worry about that. Absolutely feel free to do that. Okay, now I'm going to be switching sides. And again, just reaching down as far as you can, trying to grab that ankle, but really all this does is it really helps us use our center of gravity to really push down on those muscles and really make them work, really make them stretch out. If it's easier for you to be straight like so, you can absolutely be as straight as you can, just leaning down. Again, it's whatever's easiest and most comfortable for you, but this really is that stretch. Whew. So just like so, that was really good. So now we've stretched out both our hip abductors, but also our hip adductors, so the insides and outsides of our hips. Okay, so now that we're done the warm-up, we're going to get into a leg workout. So we're going to be doing some glute bridges like we had in the warm-up, but it's going to be a lot more intense. So for this, I'm going to spotlight myself just so everybody can get a good look at what we're working on here. So going back to this, we're going to be getting into our glute bridge position, just like so. But now as we come up, we're going to lift with our tippy toes and really try to push up. And so we're going to do that 10 times. And as we come up, we're going to hold for 3 seconds. So 2, 3, back down. 1, 2, 3, back down. If you want to make it harder, you can pull your legs in to really get more of that calf exercise, just like so. So again, coming up for 3 seconds and then back down. So I'm going to be doing this 3 more times. Okay, so those were the glute bridges on our tippy toes. So, whew, really good workout. I'm already feeling that. So now that we've gotten through the first part, we're going to do some side lunge squats. So side lunge squats are coming up this way. And now we're just going to come down on one side. And when we come down on this one side, we're going to come up and back down and up and back down. So again, these are called the side lunge squats. So just really coming down on one side and jumping back over to the other one. So that's what it'll look like. Just want to make sure, got a good angle. So perfect, exactly. Brian's got the dumbbells out. So we're gonna be coming down on one side, just like so. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And the last one, 10. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So same thing, just coming down, coming back up, and coming down, coming back up, coming down, and coming back up. So just like so. If you want to make this difficult, you can add some pulses in as you go down, but you'll certainly be feeling that. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So those are the side lunges or side squats. Should really be feeling that in your quadriceps. I certainly am. And again, feel free after each movement to really shake out your legs. I know that we're currently living in a time where we're not running around so much, so it's definitely a good way to really keep those legs nimble. So now we're going to go into some deep squats. And it's important that as we're doing these deep squats, we're coming down and we're holding that position, that deep squat position, for 10 seconds. So I'll just quickly put myself in the center and just coming down into that deep squat and holding that for 10 seconds. Coming back up and then going back down for 10 seconds. So I will quickly put us back into gallery view so we can see what all of us are doing. And just like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just like so. If you want to have a wider stance, you can absolutely have a wider stance. That'll make it harder. For me, I like to go right down the middle, just a traditional feet shoulder width apart squat. So going back down, and again, holding this for 10 seconds. Again, like always, if you wanted to make this more difficult, you can, of course, balance as well. And then to make it easier, you can rest yourself on your knees, sort of like a ball, and just really take that pressure off of your lower back and just really put it all down into your legs, just like so. Again, if you need to shake out your legs, absolutely do that. So just like so, holding this position. I don't know if counting out in my head is helpful, but I'll do it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back up. And back down. So you'll be doing this 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. 4 more times for myself. And again, if at any point you feel as though you're really pushing yourself, you're pushing yourself too hard, it's okay, definitely take a break. You can always break up these workouts into sets. So you could do 3 here with a 30-second break, 3 here with a 30-second break, and then finish off with 1. So there's always options. And coming back up. So always options when we're doing these workouts, always options when we're doing them. Coming back down. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to be doing one last one. I'm sure as often I definitely go over the amount from just talking too much. But again, just like so. And then releasing. So those are the deep squats. I really hope those are, I really hope that we're feeling those today. So now we're going to do some stationary lunges. So these are quite simple and they look just like the side lunges, except we're going to be doing them just one leg forward, one leg back. And we're just going to be dipping down onto our forward leg and coming back up. And then we're going to switch sides. So we're going to do this 10 times on our right and left leg. So from the front view, I already get into the lunge stance. So I have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. For me, that's my right leg. And I'm going to be coming down and coming back up, coming back down and coming back up, coming back down and coming back up. And so we're going to do this 10 times on each side. If you have weights at home, this would be the time to use them. They really help with really getting our pelvis down to the floor. And it really increases the productivity of our muscles when we're in that place. So again, keep your back leg straight. I try to keep my calf flexed when I go down here to really add to it. And then I'm now switching sides. So now my left leg is forward, my right foot is back, and just coming down, coming back up. If you don't have weights and you want to make this more difficult, you can do some pulsing before coming back up. That way you'll definitely feel it. Whew. So those are the stationary lunges. So I can tell you, I already really feel that in my quads. They're definitely burning up. So now we're going to jump into some single leg calf raises. So hello, Angela. And we're going to essentially just put one leg up in the air, and we're going to keep the other one flat against the floor, feet flat on the floor, and we're going to be just flexing our knee, flexing our calf, and trying to lift our body up from the floor. So as you can see, perfect shot of my legs. So I'm going to be starting on my left leg, raising my right leg. Now you can grip it like so. If this is easier for you, it might help with balance. It might make it worse. Whatever you can do for balancing and just lifting up the calf. So like so. Alternatively, if you have a wall, you can grab onto a wall. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So I'm grabbing onto a wall, lifting one leg up, holding it with the other one, and lifting just like so. And we're going to do this 20 times on each side. But if you ever at any point feel like that is too much, you can certainly just do 10 on each side. I've just always noticed that it usually takes about 20 for me to feel the burn in my calf. So just like so. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like so. Now I'm going to be switching sides. So again, if you have a wall, you can just put your hand up against that wall, bring that leg up, and just do the calf exercises like so. Please excuse me turning on my back to you guys, but keeping that left leg up and just lifting my body with my calf, just like so. And again, we're going to be doing this 20 times. So just like so. Really doing those single leg cat lifts. So really good workout for our calves. I'm certainly feeling that. If you have weights, you can always have them by your side and you can just do those calf raises like so. So now that we're done those calf raises, we're going to do another calf focused exercise. So we're going to be doing wall sits, except while we're sitting on the wall in that plank position, that sitting position, we are going to be lifting our bodies up using our calves, doing those seated calf raises. So it might be easier if I can maybe catch this angle here. Perfect. So I'm sitting here in the calf raise position. Again, sitting on the wall, as you can see, I'm sitting just like so. Arms are to my sides, and I'm lifting my body up using my calves. Now you can also put pressure on your knees like so, sitting here, but just like so. Again, we're just trying to lift our bodies up with our knees. So again, just doing that 20 times. Again, if you can do under or more than that, you're more than welcome to. But again, just sitting flat against the wall and doing those lifts. Whew.
I've got a question.
Absolutely.
Should we, when we're doing it,
yeah,
when you're pushed up against the wall, when you lift your calves, should you just be lifting your legs, or do you want to push your whole body up?
Ideally, you'd want to push your whole body up. That's definitely the deeper workout for your calves. But just sitting there and flexing them is certainly a workout in itself. I think it definitely goes from what's easiest on your calves to then what's hardest on your calves. So, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you for the question, Brian. So, whew. So that was our leg workout for today. So we've got through the workout. Now we're really going to get into the cool down. But again, if you found that any of those exercises were too easy, you can put additional sets in. So you could do all of those exercises twice, 3 times, or 4 times over in a setting. Whatever, again, works best to you. So now we're going to do some single leg glute bridges. So we're going to get back into that glute bridge position, but we're going to stick one leg straight in the air, and we're going to hold that position for 30 seconds. Now, if you can't do this, if you can't stick one leg out fully in the air, you can, of course, cross it as you're doing those bridges. Again, whatever's most comfortable for you. So getting into this position, my arms are straight to my side, feet are planted into the floor, lifting up and kicking that leg straight out, trying to keep it parallel with your other leg, with your other knee, and just sitting, still trying to get your glutes in the air. And again, holding this for 30 seconds each side. Now switching other sides. If you want to make this more intense, you can flex both of your calves by having your toes come towards you, flexing towards you, on both feet. And that'll really amp it up. But just like so. Again, trying to raise the glutes as best as you can. I'm doing this for 30 seconds. Whew. Just like so. So from there, we're going to transition into the figure four. So similar to the figure four leg lock, we're going to be bringing our heel on top of the knee, and we're going to pull our leg back as we lay down. So it might be easier if I just pin myself for now, and we will get into it. So in this position from the side view, I'm going into that pre-bridge position, bringing one leg up, laying flat, and now bringing by hooking the under leg and pulling that knee in, really trying to get that cross gluteal stretch. So just bringing it down. And again, the closer you can bring it to your chest, the better the stretch is. But ideally, you just want to hold it like so. So as you can see, it's quite similar to the figure four. I think it was Chris Jericho from WWE who used to do figure four. Ric Flair had a mean figure four. And then they got all those new age guys like Jack Swagger, like what's going on? Anyways, switching sides. So now pulling in the opposite knee. Again, really trying to pull as you hook underneath that knee, really trying to hook it and pull in. So just like so. And there we are. So that's the cross gluteal stretch. Whew. And that's the figure four. So again, really good for that cross gluteal stretch. We're really trying to pull that in. Now we're going to do the lunging heel pull. So we're going to try to have our legs spread out as possible. And now we're going to try to pull on our toes and really try to stretch out that calf. Now, it can be too easy to do it from the side. So what I recommend if you want it harder is to bend one knee, keep the other one straight, and lean back into it as best as you can, just like so. So again, getting into this position, this half squat, pulling on the toes, really great to stretch out the calf. And so again, we're just going to be doing these 30 seconds on each side. I find it is kind of hard to keep my balance in this position, but I like to steady myself on my bent knee. So just like so. I'll switch us over to a gallery view so we can see everybody. And again now, just crouching down and pulling in. Now, if you really want to get deep into it, you can really put that leg back and you can really pull that heel in, pushing down on the knee, and it really becomes a whole different stretch. This is essentially a good prep if you're going to be attempting some splits or some gymnastics. Again, really trying to spread out the legs. So again, just by doing these slight modifiers, you can really start to get into those calves and really get into those multiple pronged stretches. So where we're hitting our hamstrings like we just saw, as well as our calves. So now we're going to be doing some bird dogs. So the bird dog is getting into the table position, so on all fours, and then we're going to be raising one arm straight while the opposite leg is also straight. So for me, it'll be my left hand forward and my right leg back. So from the side, to show you what that looks like, I'm going to be getting into the table position, reaching one arm straight forward, and therefore my right leg straight back. Again, really trying to get into this bird dog position. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, and we're just going to try to hold that. Now, if you want to get a harder stretch, you could try to curve your back. And by curving your back, I mean trying to get your head as well as your glutes up in the air while you're doing this stretch. And you'll really feel that not only in your legs, but also your shoulders and your back. So switching sides, doing that again for 30 seconds each side. Now I'm going to be putting my right arm forward and my left leg back, just like so. Again, trying to get that butt in the air. And just holding the position. Just like so. So that is the bird dog stretch. So another Pilates yoga-based stretch. So now from there on, we're going to get into some hind leg calf stretches. So this is really our final warm-up, but personally, I'm going to be doing some quadricep and hamstring stretches afterwards. So if you're welcome to do those as well, again, just bringing the knee to the chest or bringing the heel to the bum in that standing position. But for now, I'm just going to be teaching the hind leg stretch. So stretching out that hind leg as much as you can and really trying to get that leg stretched out. And again, just pushing back on it, just like so. So you're going to feel that in the hind leg, but as you get lower down, trying to stretch out your front leg, ooh, you're really going to get that stretch. So again, I like to keep my front leg as straight as possible, my back leg also straight, and I just like to come down, and you're really going to feel it. So your hind leg, you should feel that in the lower part. From the side, I'll show you. Again, keeping this leg straight and reaching down, just like so. So you're really going to feel that in the upper part of your front calf, your hind leg. You're really going to feel that in the lower part, just like so.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely, Paige.
I don't think I have the muscles to hold it there, but I can do the splits.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stay up, I just go straight down.
You know, that's interesting though. Do you find that if you were to come on your knee, maybe, and get as low as possible if you're on your knee like this, from the side, like so? Because I think this might also work the same way. We'll just have to switch to the other side, but I think it'll work that same way. Awesome.
That was what I was going to ask as well, was with the front foot, should we try and pull the toes back, or should we try and keep the foot flat? And same thing with the back foot. Should we be up on our toe, or should we be on the top of our foot?
So I like to I'd like to get basically where it's most comfortable for my back leg. So for me, that's on my tippy toes, and I'm pushing back, trying to keep my back leg straight, just pushing back on it. But the front leg is really where you're gonna feel that original stretch, which is right there in the large part of the calf. So just like so. And you'll find that it's actually interesting because when we switch, you'll find that from stretching out the front leg before it becomes the hind leg, it'll get stretched out more due to the first set of movements that we had done. So again, trying to keep that straight, trying to get down. If you want to flex your toes in the front and pull on them, you're more than welcome to. But that really stretches out that hamstring muscle that attaches our knees and our hamstring together when you pull your toes back. So it's a stretch that definitely has a lot of set of modifiers that you can do to them. But it's a really good calf stretch, which can become a really good calf and hamstring stretch. So after that stretch, and really after this entire workout that we've just done, I really like to shake my legs out after a workout to really make sure that I'm just spreading that energy that I put into my legs everywhere. So you're welcome to do that any stance that you want to do. You can even roll your bum on your heels to really just move those quads out. But again, getting into pancake stretch, shaking out those legs, getting into butterfly stretch and fluttering, really any of those things are really great for the legs. Alternatively, if you are going to be going out and running or going out for a walk, and this was your sort of pre-endurance running exercises, you can of course do some light running while you're in place. Again, really just to get those muscles loose, whatever really floats your boat. So yeah, I think that was a really good workout. I'm like really sweaty and definitely in need of a shower. So thank you all for joining us today on this great workout. Really glad to be here and really glad to be able to bring these exercises to you guys. And I really hope that there's definitely something new every single time that I'm doing these, maybe some new exercises, some new stretches, some new technique, something that I'm bringing to the table. And again, like always, if there's anything that you would like to see, this program is really for you. So do let me know, do leave some comments or anything. Definitely fan yourself off after. And yeah, so thank you everybody. Thanks to Brian, thanks to Paige for coming out and hanging out today. And yeah, hope to see you guys Monday. Now the question is, how do I end this live stream? Hope to see you guys Monday. I actually can't. Now the question is, how do I? Okay.
It's done, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Music.
Woohoo! Nice job.
Hey, thank you, Paige. I hope that was good. That was it was a little
Thanks, buddy.
confusing at first. I noticed that because I scheduled the live, I couldn't go live on that one.
Yeah,
But-
this like creates a new link.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think next time I'll set it up and then share the link like ahead of time, I guess, and then.
Yeah. I think it went well though.
Yeah.
Like my problem is that I'm like too flexible and have no strength. So, oh no, we are live still.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I guess I gotta just.
Nice little- yeah, just end the meeting maybe. Post workout chats.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, Paige.
Bye.